Yeah, I think millennial generation is really looking for something that's authentic and real. They're looking for something that's their own, right? Not something that's sugar-coated. We're not looking for plastic smiles. Don't tell me everything's going to be okay, right? I mean, we want to hear, tell me about how this faith matters in real life. It matters with my broken home. It matters with my relationship. It matters with my self-harm. How does Jesus relate to those things? And so I think one thing that we've really just seen is just that passion for authenticity and passion to truly encounter Jesus and follow him, no matter what it means, no matter what he says. I think we would rather have a faith that is going to impact every day of the week than just be a Sunday Christian. And so I think that's one of the really exciting things about this generation is that they really are longing for a true expression. And they really want to get their hands dirty. They want to get their feet wet. They want to live out the message. You know, being fake is a very not what we want. You know, it's like, man, we all know what it's like to filter every picture we have. We don't want to live a filtered life. You know, I don't want to have a filtered faith. I want to be sold out to Jesus. And so I think that's what we're tapping into, and seeing God is really just stirring this generation. And we really do believe this is a revival generation. And so that's what we're going after.
Well, you've written a book. You wrote it shortly before an event that you were involved in called Together 2016. And the book is called Reset, Jesus Changes Everything. Tell me about the significance of the concept of a spiritual reset.
Yeah, well, the concept goes all the way back to when we were students, really praying for our campus. And the truth was, we just had so many students that didn't have any faith background. And so they were coming from broken homes, broken situations. They didn't know the Bible. They didn't know words like discipleship or come and get saved, or, you know, they didn't know any of it. And so it was a student that said, what we're praying for is a reset. And I said, okay, what do you mean? And he said, well, I play a lot of video games. And it was funny because he said it as if all of us didn't know that, right? But the truth was, I mean, we all knew it, and we're kind of like, yeah, we know that. You should shower more. But besides that point, we got into what reset means, and it literally means to get the system working toward its created purpose. Reset implies that something is wrong. That's what I love about the term. This isn't about a message of, hey, everything's great, everything can be good, everything is hopeful. No, this is something is wrong with the system. We've downloaded the wrong files, we've gone to the wrong places, and yet the person who made your phone, your computer, designed it to work a certain way. And so reset is supposed to, by definition, get it working toward that purpose again. And so as students, we started to unpack this a little bit and say, man, this is really what God offers when he sent Jesus on this rescue mission. Like, we are broken, we're sinful, we've gone to the wrong places, we've downloaded the wrong files, we've looked at the wrong things, we've said the wrong things, and we know that there's this kind of sin nature, right? And so when we come to Jesus, he's offering us this reset back to the life we were made for. And so for some, it's the first time I've never, ever put my trust in him. And for others, maybe you've been a believer, you've been going through the motions, and you need to stick a stake in the ground and come back to that first love. But we really believe that this is a message for this generation, from this generation, and really for everyone. And so that's kind of how it started. And so the book is really, it's unpacking that message and applying it to 7 areas of, young people were praying these reset prayers, hundreds of thousands of them. And so we just said, man, what are some of the common themes that people need a reset from? Let's see what the gospel says about that, see what Jesus says about that. And then it's just the story. I mean, this is stories of students and just ordinary people whose lives are being changed, have been changed. It's the story of Pulse, us starting as students, and just this whole movement, which, as you said, really culminated on the National Mall last summer.